Hello, everybody. You can hear me now, hopefully. No? Wait. Yeah, okay, you can hear me. You should be able to hear me at least. And we return to some Steel Division. And we return to some casting. And the game we go in is Gensei versus Finzent for today's stream. And what we got here is an Axis versus Allies with Finzent in red as on the Soviet side, and Gensei on right as the Finnish division. And the divisions we have is for Finzent the 3rd Guards Mechanized, and for Gensei the new division, the Panzer Divisionia. Hey White Eagle, how you doing? How's the family? How are you doing with isolation and social distancing? Wait, give me a second, guys. Somehow the internet doesn't want to be what it's supposed to be. Let's close as much as possible down. And then we return. Okay. So we have some T-76, T-34 76s here. As always, we speed through. We speed through the start till the beginning of the match, and then we go from there when we cast replays. Hey Gensei. That's sneezing, not coughing. And that's because of the allergy against my cat. I don't have any no corona symptoms or anything like that. How you doing though with your symptoms? How is it going for you? So yeah, in the left side, in Rand, we have Finzent, and on the right side, the guy out of the chat, Gensei Kaka. In the game, just Gensei. And he is playing Maverick versus a Vanguard Finzent, so both sides being aggressive here, or planning to be aggressive. Finzent tries to get into this town, and Gensei tries to get into the north, while staying defensive everywhere else. Yeah, Finzent already getting 2 flags here. 3 flags, as he gets the one on the north as well, up to 59 here, using the speed of the slow speed of the Finnish and the high speed of the Soviets to get ahead. But let's see how he can deal with the strong Finnish infantry. Keep it up, mate. Don't let Corona get you down. Ooh, Sniper already shooting down an M42 here, killing it. The Taka Ampuya are some of the strongest infantry in the game. And the carries are pretty good. Well, they're because they have 2-man sniper rifles, so these things are amazing. Good to see some more finished play. But they go down here relatively quick to Gaia DPs as they were too close to them. And yeah, 4 MGs can deal damage even to units in green cover relatively quick. We have 50 Kaldushka over here. Opening fire on the lateral Yunta, and finished like a bit of distance fighting. Like they have the snipers, but they have not that many MGs. So yeah, they cannot re-engage onto the Dushka, so the Dushka can freely fire there. As can the Valentine with its HE rounds. Down here, the Dushka gets engaged, so yeah, it goes down at some point. And we have some guided DPs in forest. And yeah, the ultimate Chiki and Tenko Saniki have to be careful, as the carries with their Molotovs can deal some damage. And the M2A1 also has to be careful, as yeah, everything here has a Panzerfaust or something. The carries engaging over here. Valentine being engaged by the 45 PSTK. Do I have some? Whenever I see my cat, I start sneezing. It's so annoying. Thanks, Epson, for the update information. Real annoying, but thanks. So units moving forward over here. T-3476. Moving in. And yeah, Gensei is under rough fire here by Finzent, who is on the 59 already. So yeah, brings it back to 1410 though. And Finzent going all out, trying to kill the T-34 here actually with the automatic Chiki, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, they get pinned down before they get in range, so that's a bit of a throwaway there. Deals with the Yakaris though. Deals with the Yakaris over here also with his MCHA. Some T-28s arrive on the field. Good against light tanks, not so good against medium tanks like MCHAs. And T-34 in the north gets killed by the MCHA and the Valentine, which are both pretty good T-34 killers. Partisanis engage Yakaris, which was a pretty even fight on long range. 6 SVTs against 10 Mosins. And yeah, even at CQC it's also a pretty close fight, as they both have Molotovs. So, and 2 PPSHs versus 3 Suomis. So Suomi is a bit better, especially as it has a bit more range, as it has 150 versus 100 meter range. Automachikis over here get engaged by the Suomis of this Yakari squad. Yeah, that's a really bad matchup. Like, if you're not in the close forest, those Yakaris just melt your Automachikis before they get in range. Tanko Sanikis here, also in the forest. You have to be careful as well. And Finzent might be going a bit too far forward with this MCHA. Brings in a good amount of MCHAs, I like that. But yeah, he has to wait for his off-map. Goes a bit too close here. I don't like that. Yeah, moves backwards, but gets engaged by T-34 now. As Shooter is killed, so yeah, he has to run for sure. Pack 40 should help out as well. And yeah, this no. Oh, it actually has to re-aim. Was it actually aiming onto the... What is this aiming at? No, it's still aiming on the MCHA. The MCHA might get out of here. No, goes down to the T-34 in the end. Gensei, though, cleaned up this town. But his left Hitionta are pretty low in manpower. They're a really interesting squad because they don't have any long-range engagement and they're only 7 men, but they have TNT and an anti-tank rifle. Which isn't shown though, which is a bit weird. Partisanis engaging Yakaris. And yeah. Wait, why did the Molotov Oh, okay, the Molotov came out too late. Because the Molotov of the carry flew first and forced the Partisani to move. Down here, Emcha coming in. Wins the fight against the T-34. Has to be careful though that the carry don't get too close. It should stay behind here, as there's still the Pak 40 over here. Might actually be able to deal with the leader squad. Does good damage to the carry as well. Looks like they killed the carry. Yeah, killed the carry. The M42 over here gets attacked by the mortar, but the T28 helps out in killing infantry unit over here. And we have the heaviest tank on the in the match on the side of Gensei so far, with the T-34-85. And I think there's nothing heavier that 3rd Guards Armored can bring in. They only have Valentine's, Shermans, and SU-85s. And they're all smaller than an T-34-85. But still, the Valentines and SU-85s can deal with them. As can the SIS-2 anti-tank guns. Yeah, Finzent, good usage of his Shermans. Not great though. As yeah, Gensei is the one pushing at the moment, capturing a couple of flags in the north and in the middle. Mortar usage comes in as well, and the first ZSU hits the field. I think he uses his MCHAs on the wrong spots a bit. Like, I think they could be a bit more useful in the open, as those M42s can't really do anything against them, and you don't have to fear to run into the crazy amount of Panzerfaust Panzerdivision I guess. Because all the carries and stuff have Panzerfausts. So yeah, you really want to stay away from forests. Partisani losing the engagement against the carry everywhere. Bit of a shame there for Finzent. Some 37mm coming up. Off map killed the Pak 40. Didn't do much else though. And the T-34-85 is still up. It gets pinned a bit, but yeah, not really noteworthy there. Starts pinning down the infantry though of the Gensei and starts killing it. But as MCHA here engages the T-35, gets it halfway pinned. Seems like the M42 over here is helping out as well, but yeah, gets killed before it finishes the job. Now the M42 gets engaged. Gets the transmission damaged. The other MCHA comes in as support. Engages in close quarter combats. Good kill there. That's how you kill T-34-85, so that was a worthy trade there. Nothing too big. Lost there for Finzent. He can trade MCHAs. Yeah, T-34-85s are valuable units, but these 76s always get lucky. It seems like for Gensei. I mean, at least you get some stars, so you cannot fully say it's unfair. But still, MCHAs usually should win the engagement against T-34-85s, 76s. Though the ones of Gensei are a bit more lucky today. Tenko the Saniki arriving, coming in transport, in half-track. So Finzent really tries to get back in here. So I think he really should try to get over the open. He's the... like, I think he has the better armored push potential, especially in A-phase where he has more income. He shouldn't try to fight in the forests where the Finnish infantry excels, but rather there where his Guardia DPs are leading the way. And now, yeah, now Gensei brings in what the Finnish are also great in, and that's their cheap bomber tab that can wreak havoc. 2 Planhams, 1 Ju-85 D5, Ju-A7 D5. And yeah, Gensei turned the game around. He is now the guy with 59, and it looks like it will stay this way for a while. Well, 14-10 now, but I think he will keep the lead with all the kills he gets here. With some good bomb hits, maybe. Well, kills his own leader here, that was not too perfect. But yeah, overall, I think Finzent should have kept some Partisanis left and right, and then should have focused more around here, Because yeah, Guardia DPs are not the best forest fighters. They are amazing infantry units, but you don't want to have them in the forest. Your Shermans are solid tanks for the forest, but they're not perfect there. You have some more bombs dropping, and yeah, really, Gensei pinning down most of Finzent's push here. And Finzent, yeah, Finzent needs to win here, or in his series against Big Jim to keep a chance. But he at least needs he needs 4 more points to advance. So better would be 6, but yeah, 4 more points, like 1 point here, and then winning against Big Jim, or win here and then at least 1 point against Big Jim. So yeah, whilst Gensei is pretty much safe through. Oh no, he isn't. He's at 7 points. He's only 1 point ahead of Finzent. So no, I'm lying there. If Gensei needs to win here as well, or at least get a tie, and then hope that Finzent doesn't win against Big Jim. Yeah, Tiger, I realized that somehow fewer people watching, somehow fewer people maybe getting notified and stuff. Also, my frame rate is permanently 11% down. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's like being dropped by Streamlabs and stuff. But yeah, somehow the viewer numbers are lower today. No clue why. They were higher the last couple of days though. Like I had a 13 average again there after streaming for a while. But yeah, right now we're only 4 guys in here. Only you, White Eagle, and Gensei. Which is a bit of a shame. No clue why. Chuck coming in. I mean, I'm not streaming at my usual time, so. Automachiki over here being stuck. Maybe they changed the algorithm or something. Nostoveki over here getting melted. Well, don't know. No clue what it is. Kaveri, Nostoveki. But yeah, let your guys know, your friends know to watch your local streamers. Support your local gaming community. And with local, I mean your internet localities. Don't let us content creators starve. Kappa. Flanagan Bomber coming in the north. Oof, gets the kill. Oh no, the JOD-75 got the kill, but yeah, the bombs also hit. So yeah, Gensei really pushing Finzent back here. And yeah, Finzent having the wrong infantry down here. Like, it kind of works out, but it's not what he really wants, I think. Yeah. Brings in a couple more tanks. But yeah, he left the whole center actually to Gensei, where he should be supreme. And here we go. Now we have 9 viewers for some reason. Okay. Emcha coming around. Kaveri's getting killed. And just keeping firing. So Finzent might be able to push here in the north. Let's see if he was also able to push in the south. But I think he really left an opportunity open here. Especially as there's nothing for Gensei here either. I mean, he doesn't need anything, so yeah, why should he invest there? But Finzent really could have won this game in the middle. Like, you get so many guard. I think you get 3 guard DP cards now, right? With 3rd guards mechanized. You should really use this. I think they added another card of guards, Guardian DPs. Those guys are amazing. So yeah, guys, keep them in the center. Don't send your CQC infantry in your long range infantry in CQC territory. Especially not if you play against the Finnish division that excels there. And yeah, then I mean you have the better combo I think for the long range. You have your SU 76s, 85s. You have your SU 76s as well, right? And then you have your CIS 2s, and combine them with your Shermans, and you can just and your Guard ADPs, and you can just overroll the whole center. Whilst on the sideline, yeah, you're okayish in CQC because you have the best CQC tank basically, but Shermans are good everywhere. You don't need to have them in the need to have them in the forest. You can have them in the open as well. They're really good there as well. Whilst Guard ADPs are better where they can fight in long range, and that is for sure here, and not here. Yeah, 3 Guardia DPs is just amazing, guys. Use those bad boys. JU at 75 coming in. And yeah, these are ruining Finzent's day. He's setting up a bit of AA now. But yeah, the airplay out of Gensei is just supreme. Gensei has the better map overall. Keeps it at 13-11 for now. Because yeah, nothing really stopping him from pushing in the middle. Finzent now countering with his own airplay, and he might be able to push the south now, as he killed off most of the tanks down here. And it's only the Pack 40, and the Pack 40 is the thing he deals with right now. And here we go, the kill. Guardia DPs. Nostrovecki. Valentines and Stormies engaging each other. Yeah, in the north, we still fight each other. Cavalry's engaging Guardia DPs. And it's Gensei now having the reinforcements again, as he has so much more income in B-phase. So yeah, he really could invest into air. What rocket plane got shot down there? It must have been Gensei's rocket plane there being shot down. And actually his Planheim here is close. Yeah, his Planheim gets shut down as well. Gets its bombs off before that though. So those dropped somewhere? No? No, okay. Thought it got its bombs off. So yeah, Finzent being able to push in the south, and now he has, in 1 minute he has more income again. But his north looks desperate. Needs more AA here, and yeah, has to get this AA safe. Don't want to lose that. Planham in the south. Trying to get in. To an attack run. Yeah. Comes in here. Ooh, Planham. Yeah, they are not really healthy. They get killed pretty easily, especially by 1-star 37mm. That's a good video for Curbs there. Can someone clip that and send it to Curbs, please? That's how AA works. And yeah, Guardia DPs over here engaging Cavalries, engaging Nostrovekis, but yeah, they're just too close. Like, they're still doing okay job, because they're at least not in 100-meter range, but they're not elite infantry. And I think I have some FPS issues here on my end, so I think I gotta go back to very low. Don't know why that is. I have it even heavier than usual lately. J75 coming in, and yeah, AA got mortared, so nothing here to stop this thing. And yeah, Amcha's getting killed over here. Great change there by Gensei. And yeah, the Finzent's attack every time gets bogged down by these D5s. Got ADP. Valentine getting killed by Stormy. And yeah, everything here is dying. Yeah, I mean, these 37 millimeters had at least to fire like 3 seconds? Maybe it was 5 seconds actually on target to get the kill there. That was way too long, guys. That is way too long. Amcha engaging. For everyone who is new, hashtag that was sarcasm. Hashtag sarcasm. And yeah, Finzent is winning this game. As his airplay is just supreme. He won the CQC in fights because Finzent did choose the wrong combat, and he got lucky. He got a bit lucky that his T-34 76s were snipers. He got the good boys in today. Yeah, like it's always a bit of a coin toss with T-34s. Sometimes you get the good crews, sometimes you get the bad crews. Seems like Gensei got the good crews there. His Finnish boys really wanted to shoot some stuff today. And they kicked some Sherman asses. And yeah, now we see Gensei pushing Finzent all over the place. And even though Finzent has more income, I think he's totally collapsing now in the north. Yeah, he's totally collapsing. So yeah, 30 more income will not change that. Even his push in the south now got crushed. So yeah, he's in for a bad time. Well, maybe, but he didn't have anything left. He didn't have anything, any AA left of stuff. So yeah, pretty sure he will die here in the north any second, losing some his off map here in transfer on the way to the map. Yeah, he's running low on infantry. It looks like, or like at least he has no little infantry on the map now as well, and no tanks in the south against the Panzerdivisioner's tank. Gensei up to 59, having him on this, having Finzent on a 7-minute timer, bringing in some Nostovekis and some Stuks in the middle, and here goes Finzent. And yeah, Gensei being 700 points more effective, even with lesser income. It was still a good game. Finzent showed us a good early game, I think, but yeah, he focused on the wrong territory, and yeah, Gensei was just too solid for that. For Finzent to work out with his strategy. Like, yeah, Gensei reacted pretty good. Like, no particularly great micro on either side, I think. Like, there was no outstanding move. But Gensei invested into the air in the right moment. And stuff like that. So, yeah. Well, it wasn't it was pretty decisive in the end, yeah. I don't think he could have won that in C phase anymore. I think in C phase you were too crumbling. Like if you the last 3 minutes of B phase I think were too brutal. And you gotta remember, Tiger, by this point, Gensei still had the overall income advantage. And yeah, you can still put out 4 infantry squads per minute. And it's not like Vanguard has great income in C phase either. Well, yeah, it was C phase, but it was only 2 minutes into C phase, so the overall income was still on the side of Gensei. Like, yeah, sure, he was in C phase, but it was like minute 22, minute 23, I think, so. Well, maybe minute 24. So yeah, it wasn't, still the income advantage was on Gensei's side. As you have to wait till minute 30 till it falls back into your hands. It wasn't that deep into C phase. No, it was still pretty early. Maybe it was minute 20. Like, maybe it was minute 27 or 28, but still, it was not that he got, like, good ahead there. Like, let's see, what was the duration? No, it was 23 minutes. So yeah, it was early C phase. So yeah, we'll be back in a second, guys. Hope to see you all there. we'll get an ad break going so we can get a couple more cents for the prize pool, which is up to $320 now. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. Yeah, see you in a second. So now Gensei has to win here. And even if he wins, he still has to win against Big Jim to keep his chances of advancing alive. So Finzent is under pressure here. Gensei has 1 point more, so his chances of advancing are much better now. And we are on my favorite map, guys. We are on Harushaya. And hello to everyone new. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, Gensei is on the right side, sorry guys. And he plays my favorite division. He plays Kuruk. And on the left side, we have Finzent playing as second Blindé, the French division from the Western Front. So yeah, haven't seen those guys in a while. And it's Vanguard versus Flatline. Not the biggest fan of Kuruk with Flatline. Like, I either like them as a really early deck or a late deck. Don't know. Though they can work as a Flatline, I guess. The constant spam can work out as well. So yeah, here we go. Second clean day. Yeah, haven't seen those guys in a while. The strong point of these guys, they have a lot of half tracks. And they have a lot of M8s. Then they have a good couple of Germans as well, in different forms. Like they have some 76s, some German 76s. And yeah, their infantry is pretty garbo in Solution 2. But yeah, and they don't get too much infantry, so that's a bit of their weakness. But everything else is pretty solid. Artillery, they only have mortars and self-propelled guns, so they don't have. I think they don't have normal ship artillery pieces, so that's a bit of an issue. But do they have off-map artillery actually? I'm not sure about that. Like, do they have an off-map plane? That might be actually the case. They're a really weird deck. They're pretty cheesy in some points. But yeah, we'll see. On the other side, we have the best infantry spam deck in the game. You have Schumers, you have Landesschützenost, you have Sperrverband. Well, Sperrverband is not a spam unit, but they're pretty good as well. Guess it's not all Sperrverbands, otherwise I would be a bit surprised. You know, that's one Sperrverband, and then some Schumers, and some anti-tank guns in Opel-Blitzes. And here we go. And let's slow down, and we have to back, and we have to restart. Oh, replay. Okay, not 6 times speed. Well, here we go again. Let's see if Gensei can Koruk the good old shit out of the second plane day of Finzent. Want to see some of these lovely emojis, emotes in the chat. Oh no. Okay, okay. Okay, we do 4 times speed. Nice. There we got the first one. Oh! Oh, Gensei isn't a subscriber anymore. He wasn't around when Call dropped his second round of subscription giveaways. A shame. 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 Well, let's get back to the start of this game. We already know who is on whose side, who has what. Try numbered second too. There we go. Not going too fast. Gotta wait a couple of more seconds here, I guess. I think the start was at minute 7 or so. Well, we gotta see. Keyboard, hands back to keyboard, so I can react ASAP as soon as you get into a game. And then we can do some hype intro here. Okay, yeah, it was at something 7 minutes, I think. It's like shortly before 7 minutes. That's usually people take 7 minutes, I found out. That's pretty much the average. No, it was okay. So. Oh, it was actually longer. Okay. Damn. Was I that hardly mistaken? Okay. Did we took it I remember that as 7 minutes. Why do I ever remember it as 7? Okay. It was nearly 10 minutes. Okay. So, in the right side, in blue. playing Kuruk 559 Gensei. And on the left side, as the Frenchies, Finzent. Yeah, a really important, pretty important game for Division 3 Group B. Because one of these two guys most likely will get kicked out. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Finzent with a relatively defensive, relatively aggressive setup, but not super aggressive. Goes for the classic down here. Actually, let's turn around. Usually I'm casting it from here. So yeah, in the north, goes for a classical, as the red side always does. Then he tries to get in here. Get a second flag, but yeah, stop doing that. Has to be careful here, not losing too many voltage years. Yeah, loses one voltage year to the Pack 36. Loses the second one, that's not good. It's cheap infantry, but you don't have too many infantry units as second plane there, so you really don't want to lose them. Ooh, Gensei, interesting start here with G1. Ground attacking Ju-87 and the armor. Then we got a couple of MCHAs. Let's see if they work out better for Finzent this time. See, he really seems to like his Shermans. So we don't see them with German name. We see them with their French name, which is Char, or with MCHA for the Russians. And they both get killed by the G1. Shortly before it gets stressed out. Great kill there. Might go down though. Yeah, should go down. It's a good kill there by the Bofors. But still, painful to lose both chars there. And yeah, guys, buff AA. Buff AA. AA isn't deadly, guys. I mean, how can it be that I need one AA piece on the map to kill a plane? I don't want to need any AA pieces on the map to have to be able to kill and still be able to kill air pieces. I shouldn't need AA pieces to kill airplanes. Should just set out my death race. M5 truck. Engaging Speerverband over here. M5 half-track over here. Another half-track gets killed. T-34 is still working fine for Gensei, even now. Even when they're German, not just his Finnish crews are good. Instantly sniping stuff. Let's see if they can fight Bofors though. Bofors might be able to pin it down. Oh, actually kills it. AA strong. Ju-87 coming in. Gets shot at. It should be able to drop its bombs after all though. As yeah, the Bofors has... No. Is there a second Bofors? Well, I guess it's just the 50 cults. Yeah, it's just the 50 cults firing as well. Okay, 50 cults helping out. Wait. This 50 cal is firing on something else. Yeah, this 50 cal is firing on the APCGs. But yeah, Ju-87 gets downed without dropping its bombs, and that's some good skills there for Finzent, who really throws in everything he has into this push over here. Killed the T-34 with the Bofors, and now he has a couple of more Shermans again. Flamers down here, being safe. And yeah, Voltigiers are not the greatest infantry, but neither are Shumas, so yeah, it's really piss poor infantry versus piss poor infantry, but second plane there is pretty ugly for Kuruk, because they deal really poorly with Shermans. And yeah, and with half tracks they also don't deal that well, because they don't have many anti-tank guns, rifles or stuff. Like only the Speerverband has Panzerfausts and a Panzerschreck. But that's a bit overkill, but yeah, everything else cannot really deal with tanks. Yeah, when the Speerverband is down, then it gets rough for them. T-34, can it get the kill on the Sherman again? Is it a strong T-34? A couple of armored cars helping out. They can deal with the half tracks at least, so that's not an issue. But yeah, with the Shermans, he has to find another solution. Now pushing with the infantry in the south is Gensei. Rona Pioneers getting forced out of the forest by the Flamers and the Sappers. Sappers are interesting units as well with the bazooka and the satchel charges. They're not that great in CQC and not that great in ranged as well either, but they're okay units in fighting, and then they're really helpful. The TNT is really helpful in CQC, and then the bazooka is great weapon as well. Let's see, can the T-34 do it again? Nope. See, this time the T-34 is falling back. Some armored cars of Gensei coming up. T-34 turned around. That was a bit of a mistake there, I guess. Yeah, so armored cars getting the first kill. Oh no, oh it was the T-34 actually getting the kill there. And now the armored cars engaging the Sherman. Don't think you want to do that. Yeah, first armored car going down. Second armored car knocked out the shooter for now. And yeah, J87 G1 coming in. Gets the kill, but gets shot down. And that's not worth a trade. You get much less GA1s than Finzent gets Sherman. So you really don't want to trade planes to tanks 1-to-1. Except it's an IS-2. Then it's okay. Well, or King Tiger. But like, even Panthers, you don't really want to do that. Even there, you get the decks get more Panthers than you get anti-tank planes. At least per card. So, yeah. Gotta be careful with those planes. He at least killed all the Amchas now. But his T-34 gets forced back. But that can deal with the M8s, so... As soon as this is back in action, he has something to help out. Has to be careful with his commander. He's awfully close to the front line. And yeah, his armored cars have to be careful as well. But they're pretty okay in dealing with M5s as well. Though not 1 versus 2. Yeah, you want to get the other one engaged as well. Yeah, that's a lot of M5s. Kills 1 M5, but there's 2 more now. Oof, they get a bit too far though. Getting actually shot at by the... getting shot at by a grenade. By hand grenades. Yeah, T-34 is back in action. T-70 is back in action. They're good versus M8s as well. So yeah, M8s is not a good counter against Kurik, I think. You don't really want to use those. I think you really want to stick to your Shermans. So yeah, more M8s going down. And yeah, they cost 30 points. These things cost 25. So yeah. Solid trades there. Good trades overall for Gensei, which brought him back into the game in the middle. And yeah, really important was that he killed the Shermans. Because everything else he can deal with. But if there are too many Shermans on the map, he will really struggle. J87 got the pin down in the north. I think it's okay that a single 2-star Bofors actually can get the kills there on J87s, because J87s are flimsy planes as well. But I don't think it's too weak. Like, AA is too weak. That's what I want to point out there, guys. I know Tiger sees it differently, and know Tiger still thinks AA is a bit too strong. But I think it's at a good spot right now. Like, some of them might be a bit too weak, some of them might be a bit too strong, but overall it's in a good place of balance. Well, yeah, but it's a 2-star Bofors, and you can do... You knew it was there, so you could have mortar fired it or something. So yes, just sending your planes in there was your own fault after the first one. Well, you got it nerfed. So, yeah. So I guess, yeah, we will never get it nerfed to the point where you want to have it. But yeah. At least we got the nerf we got, and that was a pretty important nerf. I think AA is annoying, but it can be dealt with. And you need stars on it, like normal Bofors are not nearly as deadly. Which I think is an important thing as well. Gensei gets the North back, but yeah, he gets a good enough amount of support units now as well. But now we are at B phase. Now the Shermans return, and let's see if he can deal with those. He has some Tigers. Guess he has them coming in B phase. Maybe he has them in C phase. We'll see. Brings in some artillery that can help out with the AA guns. Then he can bring in the plane spam again later on. But yeah. As long as the Shermans are not there, he can easily deal with everything. Like the half-tracks are a non-issue. The infantry are not that much of a problem either. Like his one is much more cost efficient. But yeah, now the Shermans are back and now he has to be careful with his half-tracks. With his armored cars. And he isn't, and yeah, loses the first one. T-70 going down. That's not good. I think Gensei got a bit over-eager there. After his first victories. And yeah, now Shermans are back in the south as well. So he really needs heavier anti-tank guns. Maybe the Tigers. German 76s on the field as well. They can kill Tigers. So you gotta be careful with your Tigers against that as well. Yeah, exactly. Like I think a plane play now is high risk and pretty much high reward as well for most of the planes. So I think it's relatively fine. Because you still can get shut down relatively easily. Well, the only issue is fighters are shitty. If fighters would be a bit better, wouldn't have the issue that Curbs pointed out yesterday, of all planes being as good agility-wise when they are in attack order, which is really weird. I think then it would be good. Though attack orders being a bit flimsy at the moment makes it not as good. Like bombers still being a bit annoying if you don't have if you don't have a good AA deck. Char 1B Char coming in. Pioneer over here. Okay, let's see if the Tiger can clean up the Shermans. But yeah, the Shermans 76 makes me worry. Even more Shermans coming in. He killed the Shermans in the south though. That's a good kill. That's really important kills. I don't know what got the kills down here. But it means that Gensei has a potential to push down here. And yeah, Finzent is forced to invest down here again, I guess, with some Shermans next minute. Like Sherman and 2 infantry units. Or 3 infantry units would be my investment. We'll see. He got his income just now. But he will bring it in next, and where he will bring it in. Otherwise, he will lose the south. Pretty sure. But he wins in the middle, and that's the issue for Gensei right now. He somehow has to stop that. That's why he brings in the Tiger. Loses 2 units in transport. That should not happen. That really shouldn't happen. Yeah, 1 Sherman, 2 infantry squads, as I said. Finzent getting the right units there. And yeah, Gensei has to push now relatively quickly, so he can get into position for these guys. Loses the Sperrverband, that's annoying, because the Sperrverband really can help against the Shermans. Everything else not so much. 122mm artillery firing on AA pieces, but it's pretty inaccurate. And yeah, Tiger, oof, that sucks. Shooter knocked out. Guess you want to move that one. Oh, well, it's back in a second. So it should still win the engagement, I guess. Yeah. Transmission damage though now. G1 trying to come in. But yeah, the AA is deadly. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, splits off the AA fire. That's always important, that you bring in a second plane as well. So your one plane doesn't get focused down. Or at least it needs micro to focus down a plane. Like I do that often. That where I see two planes like this coming in, that I click on my AA and focus fire the plane down. So I get the kill and not just pin them down. Like I think that's an issue of many people complaining about AA being too weak, that they don't micro them at all. Because if you micro them, you can still kill planes relatively pretty easy, even if they're coming in numbers. Because you just have to focus fire them, and then you can even do attack orders. So you focus fire one down, then you try to focus fire a second one down. And even if you lose one AA piece, it's worth it if you kill a bomber, I think. Yeah, back to a 12-12, down to the south. To Gensei pushing over here, but this is not a longevity push. And yeah, he wasn't able to get into positions over here, and now Finzent has his stuff back. North is still in the hands of Gensei, who prepares a push here now. Tiger gets forced back. Shermans try to kill it. 76 takes a bit too long, I guess, to get there. M30 opening fire onto the mortar. And yeah, AA is still alive. That's a bit annoying for Gensei. And he has little infantry here, so and yeah, if you lose this line of houses, it's really hard to get back into the town actually. So he basically has to win elsewhere. Here we got Pipan, German ace coming in, trying to help out the infantry fight down here. Let's see if he can do that. 50 cults engaging air. JD 75 coming in with the bombs. Should kill at least one half track. Kills both. Okay, that's good. But the suppers come around. And half track's not really that important of a target. They're not that costly. And Pipan goes down. So there goes the German ace. No more kills for him. And yeah, Finzent cleans up this, and then he should get 2 more flags shortly after. As I said, Turok lacking infantry AT weapons. So yeah, Shermans are really annoying. Really need Tiger to leave with them. Finzent a bit over eager here though, losing his 76, losing his other German. And like you have good numbers of Germans with second Blinde, but you don't have endless numbers of Germans with them. So that was maybe a bit over eager there. A bit unnecessary to lose that. And now artillery fires up in the north on the Pak 36. Another G1 coming in. Good usage there for Gensei, coming in from away from the AA. Yeah, should get home now. Ah! Isn't a long window of like really flies through the whole edge of the AA, and yeah, the AA gets the kill there. As the 2-2-star bow force. So yeah, that's quality AA there. 2-star bow force really hurt. Pak 36 trying to engage. Gets spotted though, as it was still moving. Yeah, now it's standing, so that's why it was not spotted there afterwards. Doesn't get the kill on the spies, should be able to do that, yeah. The Sherman spies gets fallen back. Landesschützen here should be able to should be dealt with, and then this whole bubble should burst. Gensei not switching to heat, still getting the kill on the Sherman though. Good kill there, but yeah, these infantry units shouldn't be able to stop this. And the middle is still not going well for him. as he lost the Tiger there now. And the AA is still there, the mortar half-tracks are still there. Gensei in a bit of a pickle here. His literally push in the north got shut down as well. He has more income now, but yeah, it's not that much more income. Keeps it at 12-12, but I think it's Finzent with the better units on the map. Though his amount of Shermans is down to 0? No, down to 3. Down to, yeah, 1 here and then 2 more. So yeah, Gensei is relatively okay in resetting the Sherman amount, but it's not the most cost-efficient trades he does to get them. Especially his G1s. The loss ratio of G1 planes was a bit too high there. Yeah, Finzent stops the infantry push in the north. M5 half track coming in. T34, 41. The Rona T34, they are not that good against Charles, so you have to be careful of them. Some more J87 is coming in. Flying through the AA though, I think, yeah. Just on the edge. You really want to... I think if you would have flown them in over here, it would have been out of range, but this is just max range, and this Bofors should be able to get the shutdown there again. Well, no. Now the J87 turns the right ray, so it isn't in range anymore. Hopefully the 50 cal doesn't get the kill there. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. But yeah, as I said, Finzent has the better composition down here. Brings in more stuff over here overall. Gensei got back into this town area, but he doesn't have much to push in there. Yeah, he really needs something to deal with these AA pieces. The Bofors of Finzent are just too strong. Infantry units of Gensei over here get cut off. And now it's at 59, so it's only 9 minutes for Gensei to react here. Thanks for the follow, Daniel Tornado. And welcome to the channel. Much appreciated. G1 in the north. Let's see what it's going for. Okay, doesn't have a target right now, just turning. I guess it's wanting to get onto the Shermans over here. But they seem to be out of line of sight. No, actually not. Okay, so yeah, you really should try to get these Shermans. Yeah, goes for them now. There's no AA in the north, so should be easy kills. Tiger coming in the north as well. 37mm AA piece gets shut down by the Sherman. And the mortar half tracks, which are really, really good as well. So yeah, good kill there for the G1. No airplay out of Finzent, really. I think he had 1 DB bomber so far in, but that's it. Well, Gensei really played air heavy, but sadly couldn't make it work. Always ran into these Bofors. And yeah, as I said, J87s are pretty flimsy planes. They have pretty low health and pretty low speed. They got buffed a bit, but still, you don't want to fly them through 40 millimeters. All this smoke was from both sides, a couple of units from both sides, but yeah, the Pak 36 did a good job of killing a couple of transport of Finzent there, and a couple of half-tracks there. Ooh, but Finzent with the heavy push now in the south. At least these pioneers survived for now. Yeah, he doesn't have any infantry. Well, he has radios for Panzerfaust, okay, those can deal with the M8s. Yeah, a lot of infantry over here and not a lot of stuff for Gensei here just yet. And the middle is also not going too well for him. JA7 D5 coming in. Trying to go from an M8. Another M8 gets engaged over here, but the Shoopos go down first. Luckily he unloads the Grenadiers. Yeah, the J87D5 coming in from the wrong spot again. Should get out, but still. Gets forced back because can do anything. G1 loses target, loses sight on the spies. DB coming in again with 100 kilocam bombs onto the Tiger, which did a bit of action, but yeah, can the Tiger dodge? I don't think so. Maybe? Well, it doesn't get pinned. Okay, yeah, so the Tiger dodged pretty much. Dodges the mortar fire as well. Though that's only smoke. Okay, so we only want to smoke off the Tiger while pushing, and yeah, he has Gensei down to 6 minutes, so Gensei has to react here. Has to capture 2 flags, and I don't see where. Well, I guess the north with some artillery, but he lacks artillery. And yes, the amount of infantry, like, he is okay, but the only thing he has is infantry and anti-tank guns. And those are not the best offensive tools you can get. Especially in Korea, where infantry is like only a meat shield, but not really a weapon. Like it's your shield and not your sword. Your infantry isn't too great in combat. Especially not in offensive combat. In defensive combat it's still fine with its MG and MGs like the Landesschützenost and the Schupos, but it sucks in they suck in offensive and CQC combat. So do Shumas. They only have a PPSH and 7 monies in Nagans. Not the best loadout. Yeah, Voltaires have 3 stands. Stands are not great, but 3 stands and 8 carabines should do the job. They deal pretty good damage. Finzent really using his mortar units permanently. Really good usage there. And yeah, the AA net really did shut down the JU87 spam out of Gensei. Got the ground in the south again. That's 217.7 and Gensei is in a lot of trouble. Down to only 4 minutes. How much does what cost? The volunteers? They only cost 25. Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, you mean the coaching? Ah, okay. Sorry. Wasn't really seeing what you're talking about. Hello, Fruplord. Good to have you here. Yeah, Finzent got the game here in the pocket. G1 coming in again, but yeah, the Sherman spam is just... If your G1s get shut down, your first 2 G1s get shut down in A phase and B phase, then it's really hard to do anything. 37mm here gets bombed. As it engaged too late onto the bomber. Not even able to get anywhere closer to a kill. Tiger goes down as well, and that was pretty much the last straw of Gensei, I think. Comes in with a couple more bombers. Does a little bit more bang. But yeah, he has no way to push in anywhere. Doesn't have tanks, doesn't have... yeah, basically anything. And the setup overall for Finzent is just too good on the map. It's a purse for everything that comes in at close range. Even for armored units with the bazooka. Shermans everywhere. Well, Sherman in the south went down, but yeah, the amount of infantry here should be enough to at least secure these flags. Maybe he loses this flag, but that doesn't matter either. 16-8 is still a double tick rate. Yeah. With that, Finzent keeps his chances alive of advancing. Now he has to beat Big Jim. Those games we will cast when they are played. Because that will be, I think, the last game played in the group. Not 100% sure though. As there's no Gensei has to play Maxwell and D as well. Those are the last two games of the group. White Eagle and Kallior, no, White Eagle and Crippling Depression with 9 and 8 points in front at the moment. GB733 coming in again, putting a nail into the coffin of Gensei's push in the south. Yeah, Gensei trying desperation pushes, three T-34s over here, but that shouldn't work out. There are 3 Shermans here, and that should be enough, especially with 2 stars on them, or 3 stars even. Against 0-star T-34s. No way Gensei is pushing into that. Spitfire now in. Engages the J87. Tries to dodge now and go for the J87G1 over here. J87D5 over here follows up. G1 gets the kill on the MCHA. But yeah, infantry is just not enough. Gets the flag down here, as I said, so it's back to 16-8. But it's down to only 30 seconds for Gensei, and there's nowhere here that he can change that. Or can he? Can he maybe push it here? T-34s rushing for the rush of their life. And getting shut down by Super's bazookas. Because these guys are pretty good in town fighting. Second one goes down as well. And yeah, infantry gets put back down. And now it's only a single T-34 running for its life. And even he might be killed in the last 5 seconds. And he survives. And this is game. Finzent bringing it back to a tie. With a really solid play there. Maybe a bit... Like, yeah, Gensei did a good job in killing the Shermans early on. Keeping the Sherman number pretty low for most of the game. But just lost too many units doing so. Just a bit too many units there. Especially in the air. Yeah, these Bofors were killers. Killing 3 planes. Second one also killing 3 planes. Those 2 Bofors in the middles were really the MVPs of this game. And yeah, that's this series. I will come back with a second series in a second. We'll have a look at on whom we want to see. We'll start a poll in a second, and yeah, we'll send you guys into a ad break till then. So don't run away. So yeah, poll is up, guys. Series to vote on is Charles versus Zizi and Scout Spirit versus Go. Yeah, not many other series being played in the last couple of days. They haven't casted yet. And yeah, while you're voting, I can talk a bit about this lovely page and this lovely prize pool, which just got $30 bigger, thanks to I had added the money that got in over the last 3 weeks via Twitch, so we are up to $320 in prize pool. So we are only $30 away, guys. We only need $30 more to get to the $350 stretch goal. Would be really, really cool if we could get there. And yeah, you can even buy some coffee and support, or some beard oil, or some cool shirts, or some guide. If you play Street Fighter 5, some guide there, 3rd edition. Or if you need a logo for a team, if you want to create a clan for or a team for Steel Division or for any other game or something, or your company needs a logo, you can buy a logo here. And for $5 and $2.50 go into the prize pool. Stuff like that. This lovely shirt with the skull. Or you just contribute directly, or all the Twitch revenue we make also goes into the prize pool that we do in the next 3 weeks till the playoffs are finished. So yeah, please guys, consider supporting if you can, and if you want to see the competitive scene of Steel Division grow over the future. I think we are pretty good. It's pretty cool to see that we already have nearly $100 for the first place. Pretty good amount, I think. Something really worth fighting over. And yeah, really happy with that. But still, chances. I really hope that we can get it even bigger. Like yeah, that's my view for the future. They maybe also can get some sponsors when I go to them and show them this, that they maybe recognize that this is a bigger community that maybe is worth advertising to and sponsoring to. And yeah, all that is planned for the future. But till then, we got a game to cast. Charles versus ZZ got voted on. Let me get the replays for that. Game number 1. Game number 2. And yeah, we copy pasted it in, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, practicing is allowed, guys. So yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, we have Charles versus ZZ. Game number 1 coming now. This is not that important of a match for the qualifying for the playoffs, but it's an important match for Charles, because before these games, at the moment, he's sitting at last spot, so he needs a couple more points to run away from being delegated down to Division number 2 next season. You really want to dodge that bullet. So yeah, that's why he got to get some wins against ZZ. ZZ is safe 2nd spot, but yeah, let's see how this goes. We have Charles on the left side in red as the first Polish, and on the right side we have ZZ as Groupphase in blue. And he's playing Flatline, Charles is playing Vanguard. Let's see how this works out on this lovely hill map. Good luck, Gensei, and also good luck to you in game number 2, Finzent. in your game against Big Jim. So let's speed it up a bit here. Yeah, here we go. Speeding it up a bit. Well, 15s has the Typhoon ATs though, right? Those are good. Best AT plane in the game. Or not. Or is it another division that had them? No, it's 15th, right? Yeah, they got them in Steelers 1944, so they also got them here. Well, no, they get a shit ton of cheap mortars. Just spam those. Like, I mean the 50mm mortars. Just spam those. Micro them like God and you will win. "15 points, smoke them off, and then just overload the enemy with TNT. I'm obviously talking about memes here, guys. Not seriously talking about balance right now. Go close to the 10-minute mark here again. For placing up there for both sides. Yeah, these guys take a bit while as well for the start of the game, but we got there finally. This seems to be a bit fast though. No. Okay, now we're back to normal speed. So yeah, ZZ relatively defensive setup. Yeah, Charles going full on aggression, 14-10 as he has to. Polish with Vanguard is a really aggressive deck. Interesting to see no T-34 whatsoever on the map. Really only infantry of Charles. He likes that playstyle, I think. He played a lot, really infantry heavy in earlier games as well. His Ognias over here engaging the Ersatz-Truppen, forcing them back for now, but there's Ersatz MGs over here, so they can deal some damage. Gotta be careful there. M42 coming in. Only armored units so far is the Jagdpanzer, and a VK. And now the T-34s come in. Guess after he saw where the weak spots are of Charles. Got 259 already, of ZZ. Charles having a good start here. Really showing good aggression. Both sides losing a couple of units up here. Yeah, ZZ now has to get back into the positions he lost early on, which is not the easiest task. Really good rush here out of Charles. Yeah, sorry guys for the frame drops and stuff. Somehow it seems like my PC is, and my internet both are struggling lately. Oh god, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Don't know why actually. CPU and GPU are relatively low. Well, the GPU, okay, does jump some wild jumping. Ooh, GPU actually at 100% right now. Always jumping between 40 and 100. That's not good. Gotta have a look on that in the next couple of days. But yeah, just jump back into the game. The Charles are still getting good aggression out of here. Schwelz is over here engaging the Ersatztruppen. What do you mean with mining? You mean for cryptocurrency? No. Ognias over here still keeping this, but there's a lot of Ersatztruppen around, so it's easy. Should be able to get back in there. IL-2 coming in. Damn. FPS really low right now. I hope nothing got damaged in the transport when I moved my PC. Oh, my laptop rather around. Yeah, gotta clean it up and stuff in the next couple of days. Q34 over here, coming up. Now Zuzi pushes back Charles somewhat, though the infantry he has is pretty good in CQC, so he should be able to stop Panzer Grenadiers and Ersatztruppen. Reiter Jägers are pretty strong. Saperi Rocks have to watch out. Get them pinned down though, thanks to the TNT charge from over here. And now Streltsy is moving forward. T-34s of Cut is of ZZ arrived, but so does one of Charles. And he has also a couple of T-34s over here now. Falls down to a 13-11, but still ahead. And ZZ has his Jagdpanzer finally shooting at something. Finally worthy targets there in the T-34Es. Seem to be able to get out. Jagdpanzer firing with APCR shots, a bit of a mistake there I think by ZZ. Whoa, FPS? Yeah, FPS are really low right now. Really gotta double check that after the stream. I think I will stop after this game. We'll stream game number 2 tomorrow or the day after. And IL-2 coming in. Killing off the Jagdpanzer. T-34 over here, doing fine as well. I also wanted to put on new cooling paste onto all my stuff in my PC, but I wanted to do that at home and then I forgot the paste at home, so I don't have it here at my parents' place, which is a bit annoying. So I cannot do that before I'm not back home. But yeah, let's talk. Sorry guys. Yeah, get back into this game. ZZ got able to cut out himself a bit of a piece out of Charles' territory over here, which is a big territory, but only one flag in it. But he also was able to push Charles back over here, even killed the G-34s off, or one of them at least. And this VK opening fire onto the Ognias, killed them as well. Gets it back to a 12-12. Though he lost his Jagdpanzer over here to the IL-2. Charles really getting its airplay going now. Trying to kill the VK with his IL-2. Good try there as well. There's some Cholgovis coming in the north and in the south. In the middle and in the south. And all the T-34s down here for ZZ died. So that's really important for Charles, I think, because he has overwhelming T-34 forces down here, and the one M42 shouldn't be able to stop them. He should be pushing with all infantry units though, I think. Well, I guess he's waiting for the dash on Cholgovis. And IL-2 should get out of there now. As there's an ME-109 and some AA pieces. And even though the IL-2 is a pretty tanky plane, it doesn't have endless health bar. It doesn't have an endless health bar. Yeah, all these 20mm cutting something out of this IL-2. Another IL-2 37 coming in. Or is it a 37? No, it's not just a normal IL-2. Right, it was like Polish don't have 37s. Looked like it though, with the weapon split off over here. That's only 20mm. Still gets us 250 kilogram bombs off. Kills the MG. Might be able to give Charles his, gives Charles his flag back, as the VK doesn't change the front line, as it's a scout tank, not like 14 Panzer IIs. But he loses the flag over here, which is a bit of a shame. Slowly but surely pushes forward. No, well, really slowly pushes forward over here. There's Shogovi still not pushing. He could really easily take all these flags down here, I think. Just has to realize it. Another IL-2 coming in. I think he is too occupied in the middle right now. And ME trying to get a kill here. Is it able to? Fires some rounds. Does some weird turning. And yeah. Breaks off the attack run. He's not doing too much of its plane there. And this is not the perfect angle either. Might be able to get the kill here though. Ah, no. Overshoots. Charles finally realizing he needs to get his territory back, and he also finally realized he just can easily destroy the south. Killed the M42, killed the leader over here, and now ZZ is in a lot of trouble. His whole south crashed. And Charles pushing forward over here. And Charles should also be easily able to get this flag back. This flag, not as easy, but still. He's up to 59 now. ZZ's down to 11 minutes. As Charles still controls these two flags of him as well. IL-2 coming in now to deal with the Jagdpanzer. ME-109 trying to come in, but it looks like ZZ doesn't fully know how to use his planes just yet. And the G6 is also not the best plane. At least gets the IL-2 to fall back. And it takes a bit too long to turn. As the turning is a bit weird at the moment. You have to use you turn them manually. It goes much faster. Looks like all the planes turn the same at the moment, which is just pretty annoying. Yeah, Charles being able to catch his flag back, but he loses quite a couple of T-34s down here to the Jagdpanzer. ZZ finally realizing APCRs ain't that great, so he turned them off. And bringing in his own bombers to stop the infantry push over here of Charles. Who still is back up to 59 now, as he captures all his flags back and has 1, 2, 3 flags captured of ZZ. Brings in actually 2-man recon squads. Haven't seen those guys in a while. Jagdpanzer 38T moving forward. 1 half track of Charles trying to be sneaky over here. And yeah, the FPS rate is just too low, guys. I'm really sorry for these FPS. Gotta do something about it. Strelky, CMK finally get the kill here with PTRD on the VK. Pretty good kill there as well. And yeah, actually the north looks good for Charles as well. Only an M42, 2 M42s holding him back here. Well, the T-34 finally arrives. Has to battle against the 1-star T-34 of Charles though. And another T-34 might come around the corner. And yeah, ZZ realizing he doesn't want to take that fight. M3A1 CKMs coming up with a 50 cal. They might actually be able to deal with the M42 before it gets the kills. Let's see about that though. Yeah, especially with the T-34s coming up though. Charles really using the power of the Polish. Coming up with a lot of those. 85mm AAPs coming up as well. Yeah, kills the M42. Loses only 1 of the CKMs, which are 20 points though. They're pretty expensive. But they have a 50 cal. T-34 engaging Jagdpanzer. Dangerous engagement. Other T-34 tries to get in to range. Only finds another T-34 though. not the Jagdpanzer. But Jagdpanzer is on its way. T-34E over here doing a fine job as well. Yeah, IL-2 bombers coming in. Trying to kill the... yeah, okay, this IL-2 should be able to kill the Jagdpanzer. Though not before the second T-34 got killed as well. So this T-34 now of CC should be able to hold the front line, but his North is collapsing. Yeah, he's down to a 16-8. And the guy, this Charles 60 KM's doing a good job here for Charles. There's SMJ on the way, Hucharok's on the way, but yeah, ZZ looks a bit desperate here. I mean, doesn't get the kill again. L2 trying to pin down that T-34. And yeah, a couple more T-34s of Charles arriving over here. And his the Hartenex infantry also doesn't have too many units with infantry AP. You get a couple though, but yeah, it's not too great. And Charles actually close to 18-6 here. Pretty close to 18-6. Could happen here any second now. As only these SS trooper now holding him back. Brings in some Saperzi to deal with those. And Charles really using his IL-2 spam. And that, yeah, Harteneck is not good against Polish because they really lack AA. And all these IL-2s are really good planes. ZZ down to 6 minutes, 45. Has to find a solution for this problem that he is in at the moment. Yeah. Pretty sure they did. But they're a really strong deck, especially in the right matchups. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they lost some maps. We will have to see in embed statistics for this though. But yeah, the stream yesterday was fine, right? Or did I stream yesterday? Or the day before? I think the day before I streamed. But yeah, that stream seemed to be having much better FPS. Don't know why it's so poor, piss poor today. We'll have to double check about that issue. But yeah, yeah, my PC is pretty hard here. Guess it's just my GPU on its limit. So yeah, should shut down the PC afterwards to not put any more stress on it. Panther 38T's coming up over here. Charles up to a 19.5 now. All these flags really helping him a lot. Though, at least these are that's keeping the bubble alive. Yeah, the Jagdpanzers and VKs really have to arrive soon. I don't see a way for CZ to come back in the north, so I really don't see any chances for him here. Even if he brings it back to 4 minutes. Yeah, even in the minute Charles is winning now. Really good play here by Charles. And I think with that he is tied with Pixie in points if he wins here. That though I think he'll he tied with Pixie as well. Yeah, he tied with Pixie as well. So he only needs one more point to be above Pixie. And so if he gets the win here, he's above Pixie overall. Like if he wins this game and then the game after, and then he would be safe and not being having to fear to be relegated out of Group A. ME 109 coming in. ME 109 under fire. Trying to get the kill though. Don't get the kill this time. It looks like you always need 2 fighters to kill IL-2s. Like, that's my experience as well. Like, 2 ME109s to kill 1 IL-2. Can't do it with just 1. Only get them damaged every time, and that's just not worth it. Like, rather don't invest into fighters at all then. It's usually really low here. Yeah, they're pretty good. But they are not always winning. 85mm over here, helping out against the infantry push now of Zizi. We actually got 1 flag back, but yeah, overall got my cat. The LG against my cat is hitting back. It's coming back. Yeah, everything over here from Zizi is just now running into death. And yeah, we can't guess. Oh, okay. We're close to the end here. Only 10 more seconds. I guess Zizi will surrender because yeah, his last ditch efforts failed. And Charles really showed us how to solidly dismantle someone with first Polish. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching here. Again, if you want to see the brackets, exclamation mark bracket into the chat. If you want to support, you want to get to this page, exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat. We'll give you a link to that. And if you want to overall see support channel, follow us so you see when we are back online again. Because even just viewing the channel helps out, because for that we get some advertisement money and stuff, and get ever closer to being more seen on Twitch, because Twitch is really a tough market. Because the bigger you are, the more you get seen. So you gotta get big first, and that's pretty tough nowadays. At least in the niche market of Steel Division, it's not that tough. But overall, if someone tries to search you for a channel and you're really small, not that easy to find you. Guess we got some good numbers by now. I think we're close to 250 followers, or we hit the 250 followers today. Let's have a look. No, 1 more follow, guys. So yeah, would be cool if any one of you who hasn't followed yet would hit the follow mark. You would be number 250 with that. It would be a next milestone achieved. And other than that, I will say goodbye now, and I will hope to see you all again. And yeah, we'll end the stream with 1 more ad break, so we will get a bit more money into this lovely prize pool, so we get ever closer to the $501 prize pool. Hope to see you all again soon. Have a good night, have a good day, wherever you are.